Morning to all traders and welcome to this week's last market insights video provided you up by Orbex. We're going to talk about the metals and energies today. We're going to talk about gold. I'm going to talk about oil and also silver. Now we've seen a very good rally since the Fed's message on Wednesday on gold as well as on the silver. WTI lost a bit of its attractiveness as worries now of a second wave are increasing, at least in the US, and now the supply/demand dynamics are shifting again onto the downside. Now, this is also a little bit obvious from the jobless claims in the US. The average, 4-week average is like around 2 million or something, much worse than expected. And that seems to suggest that people don't really get back to work, even with reopening of the markets, okay? So we are going to see how this is going to pan out in the near future. Now, the thing is, with other economic indicators in the US also looking bad, I would say, well, then we've had very good shifts towards the safe havens over the past few days. Starting with gold, guys, I've made a few changes here since the last move to the downside I was looking, or to the upside, actually didn't effectuate. I was looking at this, something like that, right? Becoming an ending triangle, didn't happen. We broke below that level. And then we talked about this becoming 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with a leading triangle, didn't happen. And then we also had the opportunity, the scenario there of this being some sort of complex correction, and this is what is being the case as we speak. Now, that said, there is two scenarios in play here, okay? One is that this is an impulse move where we're going to break to fresh highs and then turn lower. Or the other case is that, well, as you can see here, this is going to be a triple zigzag. I am really keen to see what is going to happen, I mean, today and probably early next Monday, right? Because if we fail to cross above the 1748, let's just say that 1754, then the chances of this turning lower for wave Z would increase, and this is where 4 is going to end. Otherwise, 4 ended down here. In the short term, we can expect some sort of decline because this could be wave 1 and this could be wave 2. So it looks a bit corrective as well. So we could have actually finished the 5-wave move to the upside over here at the 1744, okay? What else am I looking at here, though, is the opportunity of this scenario of this being a triangle, right? So we're looking at this ABC, 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 and wave E is going to end here, and then we'll move up. Now, jumping quickly on the oil markets seem to be weakening. We talked last week about the possibility of this moving all the way up to this trend line. That was missed. To me, and after this triangle, okay, it looks like this is the ending wave. Extended way higher than what we thought, okay? And now we turned lower. This looks like an A, this looks like a B, this looks like a C. I think wave C has another wave down to take out the 34 or so. And then, and due to the longevity of this important move to the upside, I think this is going to be a W, then an X and a Y. Okay, now wave X can come anywhere to 36, 21 or 37, 20, X62, which is the Fibonacci extension levels of waves A and B. And then this is likely to lead to further downsides, okay, well, around perhaps the 24 level or even the 30. First, actually, it will be the 30, then the 24, okay? And from there, we can start looking for prices to move up to take out wave 4, and that is going to lead to wave 5 down and then triangle. Now, if that's not the case, it means that this is wave 1, this is wave 2, and we're moving up for wave 3, okay? Obviously, much higher this level. The other scenario would be that this was an ABC, so we'll have W, then we're going to get an X, which means we might head back to very, very low levels again, and then we'll get a Y. because usually complex waves, the corrections are deeper, like nearly 78.6 or so corrections, the dip, okay? What I think will happen now is we get something like that, right? Price move here, we get a dovish, hitting divergence and then move lower, okay? So either 34 first and then higher, or higher and then down, okay? Quickly, let's just have a quick look on the silver extension of multi-structure wave 3 and down to wave 4, assuming we're going to end to the 1669 or so, takes us to around the 99.55, right? Now, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, wave 5 ended, and this to me looks like an expanded flat, okay? It could be a running one, sure. So for that reason, let's just see what's going to be the case in either scenario. Well, let's reverse that first. Well, in case it is expanded, we go to 1650 for wave 4. In case it's not and it's running flat, then most likely we're going to go around that 1750 and then move higher, which is pretty much a level that we are now, okay? So we've seen wave A, we've seen wave B, and we're expecting wave C. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It doesn't look like it's, I mean, okay, wave 3 is not the shortest, but I'm not sure I like it, to be honest. I would prefer that to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, and that's 5, okay? And that will be it for the day. So I wish to wish you a nice weekend, and I'll see you again next week.